Hey, Jaylen, first time in your career, team's accomplished 60 wins. What does that mean, along with best record in the NBA clinched?
It's just it's an honor. It's a blessing to be on a 60-win team. It's a lot of hard work that went into that, especially after coming up short last season. Responding, coming back, and not skipping any steps. So I think we're on track. 60 wins. When the playoffs start, it's back to square one. Right? Just wasn't feeling my best, but luckily we're on a great team that we found ways to win. But definitely feel like I played a little better in the fourth. Felt a little better in the fourth, but just tough night.
Jaylen, you guys went up by double digits in the second. They made their run, and then, like you said, you had a big fourth quarter, and you guys sort of ballooned that lead out. What is it about this team, and that's been a trend this year, what is it about this team that's so good at sort of like responding to runs and just ballooning these leads so rapidly?
Well, I think it's just we are extremely talented. I think we well coached as well. So, you put those things together, you're destined to have some really good games. They had some players out, we try not to take our foot off the gas. We was able to pull away towards the end.
Jaylen, you've talked a lot about recommitting the defense this year. Obviously, you've had a big year on that end. How much has it just been the recommitment and the focus on that, and how much has the coaching staff kind of put you in the best position to succeed within the system this year?
I think it was more so of an emphasis on my part. I think I've always been a good defender, but we've had over the years some guys that took majority of the matchups, like Smart, and it just I guess allowed a little bit of comfort. So this year I wanted to reemphasize that I was going to be the one that was taking on those matchups, and regardless how I'm feeling, the defense has always been there for the most part this season. Even tonight, I didn't feel my best. I feel like, being able to create plays and stuff on defense. So, I think just this whole season, man, it's just been an emphasis on my behalf. And, it wasn't nothing the coaches said or did or anything like that. I think it was on me.
Jaylen, what you're observing, is that affecting, sometimes that affect your physicality or how you feel with Ramadan? Is that just sometimes hurt physically, affect you?
No.
And then when you have a game, the first three quarters, what keeps you engaged? What says, okay, Jaylen, I'm not going to play this bad in the fourth quarter, play poorly. I'm going to bounce back in the middle of a game like that. What pushes you to do that?
Just mental fortitude. I think, just preparing your mind for the challenges to come. You might be in a playoff game where you're not feeling well, you're banged up, your hand hurt or your back hurt or whatever the case may be, and nobody around here wants to hear no excuses. So, and tonight, was a good opportunity to kind of prepare for some of those moments, things not going your way, stay locked in, and the tide may change at any given time, any given point.
Jaylen, you mentioned your hand, and you told us, I think in New Orleans, you were going to have it looked at. You were questionable tonight. Did you have it looked at? What were the results, and how did it feel tonight?
I think I got a sprain or, a strain on a ligament in my hand, but I think it's fine. It's something I'm not concerned with going forward, but it bothered me a little bit tonight, but part of it is, working through it, playing through it, because that gives you a little bit more information towards down the line if things were to get any worse. But I think it's nothing to be concerned about.
And KP put on a show tonight. How strong is that connection? How has he grown with this group? I mean, the passes between him and Derek, you and him, and Al as well.
Yeah, KP, he's a key piece in everything that we're trying to do. So, just trying to get him going, and when KP is physical, when he's challenging guys at the rim, when he's alert to the doubles, he's not, flopping and he's holding his ground. He's been, extremely impactful. So we just want to encourage to bring that side out, because the more we see that KP, the less we'll lose. So, we're excited for this journey we're about to embark with the playoffs, and we want to make sure we're clicking on all cylinders.
Jay,
Jaylen, just following up on that question on KP, just, you know, you guys didn't have a threat quite like him last year. What impact would you say he's having as you guys are getting ready to go on this postseason run?
He's a huge impact, you know. It's just him being on the floor, his ability to shoot the ball, but then his ability to post up mismatches and be efficient in those regards. But then, like, what's most important to me is, like, the defensive side, his ability to just be solid, put his hands up, and contest shots at the rim. When he's doing that and he makes his mind up and doing that, not taking any plays off, I think that takes our team to a whole nother level. And we encourage that to be more and more, because in the playoffs, it'd be one possession, two possessions that can determine the game. So, you know, we need that KP to show up, be strong, and, you know, be that impactful player that we have seen all year.
Thank you, Jaylen.